Good morning and welcome to Team Han Vlog. We are working on the property again today. Is that right, buddy? Today we're doing a little gardening, and it's like early March, and I learned there are a few things that you can plant even when, you know, it might frost or even snow. So heading out to the garden here. Previous owners, from what I understand, really knew their gardening stuff. So looks like they covered everything with mulch and everything, so that's good. I think what we're gonna do is pull back some of this mulch and find where the dirt is. I don't know, it might still be too frozen, we'll see. But we're gonna rake some of this stuff back, and then I've got a whole truckload of topsoil, or not topsoil, compost. So I do want to start making my own compost, but where we're at, the city makes compost out of like all the city's yard waste and stuff, and it's $12 a yard. It's not really worth it for me to make my own compost in a way where I need to depend on my compost, because 12 bucks for a truckload, like, it's pretty dang cheap, super easy. But we will make a little composting station, just because we do have the chicken, chicken bedding and tree trimmings and all that kind of stuff. Like, we have to get rid of that waste anyway, so we might as well do something with it. But I'm not gonna have a composting operation to supply all my needs, because it's just not necessary when I can get a truckload 10 minutes away for 12 bucks. What we're gonna plant today, we're gonna do some radishes, some turnips, and lettuce and kale. So I guess those are all pretty hardy against the cold, so we're gonna start with that. Not 100% sure how we're gonna lay this out yet. I was thinking about doing these two beds. They're like the furthest in, which is fine. We've got this bed's already established with asparagus. This one's established with asparagus. The big metal ones we're wanting to do like watermelon and cantaloupe. I guess they like some heat, and so these metal bins really store the heat good in the summertime. I'm gonna try doing the tomatoes in one of the raised beds this year. I want to do like probably 10 tomato plants. Last year we just had 2. I'd like to do quite a bit. See if we can get some canning done this year. So let's prep those 2 beds in there. See if we can get that bark pulled back and start unloading the truck. All right, well, the ground is still hard as a rock, so I'm not sure if we're gonna get any planting done today. Also, these 2 beds,
maybe you need to pull out some weeds.
Maybe. These 2 beds have like something growing in them. The previous owner did a lot of cut flowers, so these might be flowers, which I'm not interested in keeping. Really can't do anything with this bed or this bed because the ground's too hard and there's stuff growing in it. This one here, there might be enough room to put some soil in it and plant. I'll get a hoe out and see if I can bust that up a little bit. All right, these girls need a shot vac.
Shot vac.
Yeah, they're cleaning out Mama's car. All right, I think the ground is way too hard today to actually plant anything, but it's supposed to be above freezing all week, so I might be able to try later on in the week. This one is, the ground is soft, like 2 inches down, but probably not a good idea to like disturb all the soil. So I'm gonna hold off on that today. I do want to get something planted today, so I'm thinking about using these two bins here and just planting a little bit of kale, a little bit of the lettuce just to try it out. This year is all about experimenting because I am like brand new to this. So anyway, I think we'll just do like a few plants in each of those, and we'll see what happens. I really want to do the radishes and turnips in the ground. Probably these two beds. Once it softens up, I can get these flowers out. I may want to keep some of them. Maybe they're pretty or something. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna get the wheelbarrow, put some dirt in there, and we'll get a little bit of kale and lettuce planted. And then I think the remainder of the day is gonna be in the orchard, getting all those plastic things up off the trees. Alright, I think that'll do. Let's go grab some seeds. Alright, this is what we got. We've got salad bowl lettuce. And looks like 12 inches apart all directions. These beds are not very big. This one, we got dwarf Siberian kale. And this one, 6 inches apart. But rows are 18 to 24 inches apart. We're gonna have to go 12. Lettuce is 12 inches apart. Maybe we'll put it in here. Put the kale in there. And obviously this is not gonna be a lot of plants, but we're trying this thing out. So it says on both of them to cover with an 1/8 inch of soil, which is like that much. What do you do? Just poke a little hole and cover it, I guess. Let's do this thing. So let's just do our spacing here. We'll go. That's way too deep. We'll get 8. Says we can do this like every 2 weeks. So hopefully in a couple weeks, one of these other beds will be. Hey, you're noisy. Hopefully in a couple weeks these other beds will be a little softened up so we can actually get, you know, several rows of this stuff. Let's get some kale in there. Something like that. These ones look like mouse poop. Or like little tiny deer turds. All right, you're looking at kale right there. All right, I'm gonna go eat some lunch and then it is time to work in the orchard for a bit. Pulling out all these plastic things. The chickens are coming. Check out what I'm doing. All of them are coming. This is funny. What's up, girls? They look so funny running. They're all following roast beef. That is hilarious. Good job, Ave.
It took me 100 years to pick these up.
Recruited the help. Picking up all the plastic things. Almost got them all pulled. There's a few on the apple side that are still frozen in. But now I'm pulling all these water lines out so I can drag the harrow through here and flatten these molehills. Man, the sun came out and it is so nice. The girls did an awesome job picking up everything.
Get out of the way! Woohoo! Is that your workout?
No.
Dude, what is that anyway?
Oh, the drag harrow. Got all the molehills knocked down, so now we'll be able to tell where the new ones are and start trapping them. Got a really cool tool I want to show you sometime on what I use to trap the moles, and we're going to have to get aggressive because there were a ton out here. But yeah, looking good. I'm excited. Excited it's warming up. Well, just in time span of today, ground softened up, so I got a little bit of daylight left. I'm gonna try to get some of this stuff planted. So the ground got softened up enough that I think we're gonna go ahead and try to plant. So this one's even softened up, but we're gonna go ahead and do this one since there's no flower stuff in it. And maybe those two. All right, both of these things say got a 1/4 inch of soil over them, and thinning them to 4 to 6 inches apart. It looks like we can just plant them in a row and then thin them later. So 18 inches apart on rows. We're gonna go 12. The radishes over here. These can be 2 inches apart in all directions. I think what I want to do, since they can be planted every couple weeks, maybe I'll go 4 inches and I can plant between them. got first time ever early spring planting done. So turnips, radishes, kale, some lettuce over there. Maybe later on in the week, if it warms up a little bit more, I'll get some more lettuce planted in one of these other beds. But yeah, I think we're in it there. Pretty excited to have a garden this year. So many more beds. What else should we plant? Definitely want some tomatoes, definitely want some peppers, but those are gonna have to wait till a little warmer weather. Thinking about using this trellis thing for squash. I think it'd be cool if they were like hanging around there. Thanks for watching. If you got any tips for me, leave them in the comments below. See you next time.